Your guys' favorite alcoholic adult beverage?
What was your alcoholic children beverages?
I know. I was going to say, wait a minute. No, we don't want to get back on to me being a Russian because I've worked really hard
To get rid of the
on
accent?
this, on this American accent. I've worked hard. So
I will say this as far as
I purposely did not wear my tracksuit.
I heard.
See, I think, and here's a free $1 million idea for the internet. You make another shitty IPA because there's not enough of them, and you name it because they're all fucking stupid names anyway.
You can win big.
Like fucking Talladega Night Stout. You guys want to go get kicked out in Applebee's?
Welcome to Universal Confusion Podcast, episode 31. We are over the 30 hump, 31, boys. Aaron, viewers, listeners, what should they be doing right now?
Subscribing.
Right here.
Subscribe, please. That way you can get stuff. When?
Every Tuesday and Thursday, you can get new shorts and then full-length podcasts every Friday. And then we have other platforms we use too. Where are that? Wait, what is
Where are
that?
that?
What is where,
Huh?
Yeah, take it over, man.
Check us out on Amazon Podcast, Samsung. Follow us on TikTok, X, Facebook, Spotify, all that.
All of those.
Let's go.
All of those.
Boys,
Did you
I
ever
believe-
notice that 31? It just looks like a butt with a penis next to it.
No.
No, but now I'm trying to picture it, and
That's just weird.
Or
okay.
boobs. Or
That's where
boobs.
your mind went.
Anyway, what's our topic?
Your guys' favorite alcoholic adult beverage?
What was your alcoholic children beverages?
I know. I was going to say, wait a minute. It's the perfect
I couldn't
episode.
decide which way I should phrase it.
Alcoholic adult
So I decided to
beverage.
go with both.
I mean, it's not like a
We'll cut
underage
that in
kid could
post.
go get a Manhattan at
No,
a bar.
it's
You know what I
not.
mean?
Like,
I
the
guess
kitty
that's an
cocktails
out-
don't come with just a little tequila. That's not how that works.
Although
Hey, children, I want to have sex with you.
The
Is
kids
that
would-
what- is that
I
what
was
just happened?
okay. I was thinking send them to
You
bed
are.
early, but whatever you prefer there.
People in bands can't trust
This
them.
isn't
can't.
this isn't the Epstein Island juice. Come on, man.
This is not the Epstein Island podcast either.
So what's your favorite alcohol, Brad? What's your go-to? Like, and
Oh, jeez, look at him. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Leave
Figure it out yet?
Leave it
What
in the
is
comments. Leave it in the comments. Hold on. Does this help?
does it help you now that you
I'm
have
gonna
to
guess-
walk tomorrow?
Boots, hat, Carhartt hoodie.
Yeah.
You've got about 3 guesses.
I'm a light beer, specifically a Coors Light kind of guy. When I feel real fancy, though, and I want to make this a point, put this out there, when I'm feeling real fancy, I'll stop and get a 12 or a Corona.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's your Mexican heritage.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
See, I
coming
feel
through.
like
I
that's
prefer
the nice.
I prefer Bud Light, specifically the Dylan Mulvaney can.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I
it-
drink
he's-
Bud Light when I run out of hand
They
sanitizer.
slimmed it down so you can put the whole can in your mouth.
Well, see, I'm classic hick, right? I started with the Busch Light.
Ooh.
It's
I
actually
graduated.
right here.
I graduated to Bud Light, and then just kind of got tired of that, and it's been Coors Light ever since.
But
What about
oh,
Stroh's?
I want to hit on
man?
a little bit of something for you.
That's
Is
right, Stroh's.
you do enjoy some tequila now and then, though, don't you?
I will indulge. I actually really enjoy tequila.
Yeah.
For that reason, I don't often tequila
'Cause you really enjoy it.
because I really enjoy
And
it.
then
Plus,
shit
my
gets
wife
dumb.
can drink me under the table on tequila, so I prefer not to give her that leverage.
Mezcal's pretty good too.
All
I
right.
really like
Point
that.
noted.
You want to get in Brad's pants really easy? Just give him some tequila.
No, if you want to make Brad go to bed early, give him some
Well,
tequila.
That also includes.
And then
you take
it's-
his pants
it's-
off.
we call it our hush hush
You don't
time.
even have to
just don't
roofie
know
him.
it.
You just give him tequila.
Is that what you guys call it?
Yeah, it's our
Great.
hush
So
hush
when
time.
Brad drinks tequila, he doesn't remember everything.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Truly, tequila makes your clothes fall off. I heard. I've never remembered doing it, but
I
it
usually
seems
take
always
my own off. when I'm drinking tequila.
Definitely helps
They
with
don't
not
fall
waking
off. I
up.
remove them.
Oh, okay. Same.
Yeah, we play the game when you're blindfolded, and we call it "Who's in your butt?"
All
Name
right.
you're very familiar with.
Like-
I've never been around for those.
We're 5 minutes into this podcast.
So in
and-
Cali, what used to
All
happen?
downhill from
Oh my god!
like a good slalom, you know.
This started out so well. So I don't know. So that's mine. How about you, Dale? What's your liquor or
Well, my liquor of choice, is bourbon.
correct?
Bourbon, whiskey,
I do know.
scotch. I kind of like that stuff. Love my IPAs. Love
Fresh.
my tasty IPAs, man.
Fresh.
All of them. Imperials.
Fresh.
Everything.
Everything.
The hoppier, the
Imperials,
better.
Yeah, oh yeah.
double APA, IPA.
Here's the thing I don't get about.
double APA, IPA, triple ones. I like the New England Imperial IPA.
Just straight to getting fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Just straight to getting fucked
I
up.
don't understand. So like the whole IPA bullshit. Like that's
I
the
like
new rage. And what I don't understand.
It's the new rage.
Well, everyone's
is.
like IPA this, IPA that. Have
There
you tried
did
this
seem to be
IPA?
like a
I like the
bandwagon
taste.
of like IPA, like the hipster movement within beer is all IPA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Usually,
Everywhere you go, it's
yeah,
like everybody's
I
trying to.
understand.
make
I know
an
that's why
IPA.
I drink it.
Well,
Yeah, I don't drink it.
here's what
because I wanna
bothers
be
me
a
about
hipster.
IPAs. Right? It's
I
kind
like
of it's
the taste.
my issue with
different.
IPAs isn't the IPAs. My issue with IPAs is the people that drink IPAs.
Oh, I got you.
So,
You have a problem with me because I'm drinking an IPA right now.
but you've never once told me about the IPAs
And you're wearing a
drinking.
stocking hat. Oh
No.
man, he
Right.
is a hipster.
So my
Oh,
issue
shit.
is you get Mr. IPA, and he wants to be like, this one's fucking 34 on the hippity hoppity scale or
I don't
whatever
do no
the fuck.
hippity hoppity
I
scale.
don't give a shit about
got
your
you.
the hoppier the better. Like, shut up.
I
That's
drink
disgusting.
beer that tastes good. I mean, I'll drink Coors Light. You know what I mean? I mean, if I was to choose, I would drink like Russian Imperial stouts all day, but I mean, those are pretty strong. Like Bourbon County Stout. I like those barrel aged.
You seem very
bourbons.
communist. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That's a heavy, dark beers, but they're really high in alcohol. So
Yes,
I mean, like
he gets them sent directly from his Russian cohort.
like drinking mortar oil.
They're in collusion to
Literally.
affect the
I've drank enough motor oil.
election.
No, we don't want to get back on to me being a Russian because I've worked really hard
to get rid of the
on
accent.
this, on this American accent. I've worked hard. So
So I will say this: as far as
I purposely did not wear my tracksuit.
I
because-
heard that white Russians are responsible for like overturning elections or something. There was something I
How
saw.
many do they drink?
Quite a few, from what I heard.
Well, yeah, it's in the stout at the bottom because normal people don't drink that garbage. So, like, what they do is they just put all the info, and when you finish, you pull out the note.
Okay. And vote for Hillary.
exactly.
Fucking Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I think Russia started the whole IPA movement. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure, yeah.
No, it's,
No, it was actually started
No,
because
that's the Imperial
England
stout.
England started making IPAs because when they shipped their product
Yeah.
to India, it had to be higher alcohol content because it
make
would
the
it would degrade over time. So they
Right.
actually or something of
Well, they
Yeah, the
spice
higher
it too.
hops.
I
I'm
mean, the,
definitely
the
not
original
educated on
IPAs they put spices in it
yeah.
to preserve it.
Well, yeah, and it had.
But I
yeah.
mean, now the IPA that we're drinking now is nothing like an IPA that was on the East India Company boat. You
No.
know? You know what I mean? It's totally different. But
Oh,
I don't
drink
know.
it.
It's made by
yeah.
a bunch of dudes that just let their cars get rusty and then call it patina, and then they make like dumbass name beers. That's what they do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about the names. I mean,
I mean, the
ridiculous.
market is
I
like
do like my favorite is
flooded
Three Floyds, man.
with like
But
Three
that's
Floyds?
IPAs.
Craft
Three Floyds.
beers,
Three Floyds.
Yeah.
Three
craft
Floyds.
IPAs.
But honestly, that's awesome because that's one of the best markets for like a little company to do something in. I mean,
Have you seen some of the cans?
you get a good beer.
They're pretty fucking cool, dude.
Like,
There's a lot of metal themed
I drink it-
breweries like
I
that,
drink 'em
Three
because of the
Floyds, War
cans.
Pigs Brewing.
See, I think, and here's a free $1 million idea for the internet. You make another shitty IPA because there's not enough of them, and you name it because they're all fucking stupid names anyway. You name it whatever 31 virgins or whatever. You just ship that shit right to the Middle East. It'll sell like hotcakes.
I think it's 70.
Whatever it
72.
is.
Here,
Whatever it is.
72. Oh, there's 2 more.
It depends on.
Is 72 virgins.
Okay, yeah, 72 virgins.
72.
That's what you name it.
71 sucks. Everybody knows it.
Yeah. Who couldn't use one
You
more?
know-
You know?
I'm actually just disappointed in the IPA community.
I
that
agree.
they haven't
There's
came
a
up with
community?
with a coffee and
100%.
cigarettes flavored IPA. You know,
Sure,
in case you
fair.
want one in the morning. You know,
Yeah.
Coffee and cigarette together?
Yeah.
Like a cigarette flavored beer? That sounds horrible.
That sounds great.
it would be.
Give me
They-
some of that.
They'd still be like, it's a 73 on the hippity hop
You
scale.
know, there's going to be one hipster out there that's like, it tastes like Denny's at 3 a.m.
That's
No.
that's what I don't get is they're not even good and people love
Tastes
them.
like the Denny's chef at 3
You know, I
a.m.
mean, take the guys that drink the Coors Light with wearing boots.
Yeah, I'll be
hands
right
are
back
always
with
dirty. Maybe you know that offends me, the hardworking blue collar American man.
well, I'm sorry
know?
I don't let my car rust on purpose.
Well, that's not my fault. I mean, come on.
No,
Well,
I think there's a lot of
I'm
Coors
here-
Light drinkers whose cars are rusty on purpose.
Yeah.
it's because they can't afford a
Yeah,
better
but
car.
you
Let's
don't-
not-
you don't
let's
get
not
to-
discriminate
You know,
here.
it's not their fault
Yeah, but
they don't
you
have
don't-
money.
It's a working man's beer.
Yeah, but you don't normally see those cars because they don't get them to run to bring them to shows. They're always in the garage.
That's true. The other thing that drives me nuts on all those IPAs, there is no way to tell if that beer's cold or not. The best technology that's come along
There ain't no Blue
And
Mountains on your
beer
fucking
drinking.
bottle in there.
is the Blue Mountains. Why don't they all have that?
You're
You
right.
IPA guys
I
are so
mean-
smart.
You know, I do. I'm like, bring back the hypercolor from the 80s. I want a shirt to
Oh.
change color, man.
I wonder
You know,
how
Where's my
how
beer?
much radioactive waste is on a Coors Light can. From
If you-
the, lighting the can up. If it's cold, it's blue.
How much
He's
radium
chugging shit.
is on
He's,
that?
he's glowing at night, dude. Drinking too many Coors Lights today, bro.
I think you shouldn't even have a beer if you can't tell how cold your beer is.
That's
Yeah.
that's my stance.
If you can't,
glad we
touch your
agree.
beer and feel that it's cold, you shouldn't be drinking it.
Yeah.
You should be
Well,
drinking
but
warm
you know,
whiskey.
to that though,
warm whiskey.
the IPAs should not be enjoyed as cold as a Coors.
Jesus Christ. Now we're drinking warm fucking beer too.
Oh, geez.
Dude,
Don't
that's
even get me
how
started.
beer wasn't originally
out.
drank.
Don't
though.
even get me. No.
Yeah.
Let's just move to
Oh,
Mexico
yeah.
then, huh? We're
That's
just not
a
putting ice in our
fact.
fucking drinks now. That's what we're doing. Warm
How
orange
old
juice.
is
Is that
beer,
what we're
dude?
doing?
Oh,
No, you
How-
can keep
how
your
old is
Montezuma,
beer?
man.
I don't know when this was brewed, man.
No, I'm talking
no
about
part of them
beer
ice
in
cubes.
general. Thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
So how much
Just runny
refrigeration do
yogurt
they have a long
because
time
they don't
ago?
refrigerate
Buried
it.
it
Like, I'm
underground.
out, dude.
I know
I'm
they
out.
put it in cellars. They did. They
Oh.
would cool it.
Yeah.
But ain't no way it's this
Like-
cold.
There's 4 conversations going on right now.
No,
Don't
there
worry,
is.
we're just talking about warm yogurt. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we're talking about
Yeah.
cold beer.
Yeah, you guys.
That's next podcast.
I prefer it squoze
But
fresh.
for how many years has beer been drank relatively cool or warm? And then in the last 120 years, baby. I mean, if you go to Old Bar in the West, man, they had the cellar and the case, and you had to pump up the tap. You know,
Look,
the
man,
tap beer
I
they
understand,
had
you know,
back then.
origin, and that's fine.
Come
if you
on.
want to go back to the roots,
The roots. We're gonna go back to ancient
I understand.
Egypt.
But there's a reason why in
how you
college,
gonna cool shit in the desert?
there's a reason why in college they teach you if you put a warm beer on ice for 7 minutes, it's cold enough to drink, and the next one will be better. There's a reason, you know, societies advance over time.
Oh, yeah, I got you. How much ice did they have in Egypt?
Well, that's
hey, man,
sounds like an
when you pick
Egyptian
to live in the
problem to
desert,
me.
you got to
Well,
Now here's
If you were alive back then, would you be complaining that your beer's warm?
a topic.
Because
though.
you'd be drinking it
Well,
at
no,
the
there's
perfect
no choice,
temperature.
but now we have choice.
I'd probably be complaining about
Exactly.
these goddamn pyramids that we got to get
so
built.
I choose to drink cold.
We all drink cold beer. Every
Right.
single one of us. I know we do.
Yeah.
But your liquor, cold or room temperature, or even hot.
It depends
for that
what
matter.
alcohol.
All right, well, let's start with whiskey. Whiskey,
Room.
bourbon, scotch. Like,
Room.
where are you at?
Room.
Room temperature. Room temperature. That's how you drink it.
Room.
You might throw it on a glass on a
You wanna
cube of
sip?
ice.
If you want to sip,
It
But
should be like
room temperature.
just like probably like just under room temp if possible with some ice on it.
You're always throwing the shit in the freezer. So what's your take?
freezer.
I want my shit cold.
You want your whiskey cold?
If I'm gonna sit and drink a whiskey, I would like it cold.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
But see, I like it
Loses
below,
a
like,
lot of the
because we
flavor.
have like the whiskey stones.
Maybe that's
and
why
that-
I like it cold.
it's nice to add the ice cubes because it'll like give it immediate chill, and then the water distills like gets in there.
That's
But
like a mixed
the whiskey rocks are nice because they don't keep it super cold, but they'll keep it like a little under.
Well, they don't
room temp
dilute. If
for
you're looking for
and they
whiskey
don't
neat, you
dilute,
don't
yeah.
want it diluted. I prefer it a little diluted. There's
Well,
some,
yeah, no,
there's
like
some
2
arguments
ice cubes and 2
scientifically there.
stones in there, and then the stones will keep it just a little cool
Okay.
and watered down.
What about
a little.
tequila? Everybody here drinks tequila on occasion. You prefer it cold?
Pretty much
You
almost
prefer
the
it room
exact
temp?
same
I
way.
literally have no
Warm.
preference.
Room
on
temp- I think
tequila.
alcohols
Probably
I'm
with some
drinking is
salt
room
and a
temperature.
lime.
Yeah.
Unless I'm drinking a cocktail that has ice.
Yeah. No, you pour your room temperature on ice. Like that's
Usually
how
I
it's
just
supposed to like
Drink
so
at
it
warm
cools it
temperature.
and it dilutes it just a little bit, but not.
Yeah, if I'm sipping whiskey, I'll pour some water in there.
Oh yeah, if I don't have
Mm.
ice, I'll just I'll
Pour a little
tab a
water in
little
there.
bit because there's actually a science on that
Well,
about
it
how the
opens
whiskey
the
flavors come
yeah,
out. the
right.
best.
I know,
So,
yeah.
Jesus.
Some people will argue
Well,
that shit.
It
Here we
helps.
go.
It
If
helps
I-
to air.
If I want to swirl my drink and smell it before I drink it, I'd be a woman and have some wine. You guys are killing me.
We're
Gotta
putting a
feel
little
it.
bit of water and
Maybe
and
it's the
whiskey.
boots talking.
well, yeah,
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna
It's
say it's
gotta
got to
be.
be the boots. Hold on.
I feel like there's some closet
Let me put some
homophobia
slides
going
This
on
is
on right
something,
now.
man. He's being really aggressive. This is not normal, okay?
It's weird,
throwing
yeah.
me off.
Is it-
You know, it's
You
funny.
guys are really
I
starting
bet
to
you.
piss me off.
I bet you take the boots off and put some Crocs on him. All of a sudden, he's drinking White Claw.
Yeah, we have a friend.
If you
Although I
don't-
haven't seen him. I haven't
Oh
seen him
yeah, no, we do.
wearing Crocs, but he's on
But
the
he's definitely
seltzer
drinking white.
kick.
Yeah.
He likes
Dude,
to get
I
all
will-
white girl drunk.
Getting
I'm not
gayer
even
by the
gonna
second.
say like
Talking about
yeah,
Justin,
dude,
right?
No,
What?
well,
Because-
he's known to indulge.
We're
I
talking
know
about
he's
friend of the podcast, Cody.
Yes.
He's been
Oh,
drinking
dude, I like-
seltzers.
He's been drinking seltzers because he, some reason, feels like
Helps
a
his figure or
different type of
something.
alcohol is better for him. I don't.
Dude, I will say
Is he on a? It's
it's
because he's
like
on a
a-
diet, Cody. If you're on a diet, you need to drink whiskey. Don't drink
No.
seltzers.
No, but
You lose a lot of weight in
The,
jail. Drink whiskey.
I'm just saying.
Brew.
If you're on, if you
No,
want
I
to, if you
drink,
want to burn some calories,
like the
don't
high
drink
noons.
a seltzer.
high noons are good.
Oh, we could tell.
I was gonna
Mm.
say we haven't even gotten. At least I've been sitting there shitting on IPAs for 16 minutes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't even got to seltzers yet.
We haven't.
right?
Even, well, no. I mean,
No, I can shit on something.
yeah. What do you?
Yeah,
Tell
fuck
me about
seltzers.
seltzers. Almost worse than fucking
They're
IPAs.
fake. Girl drink.
I
I
don't
did
know.
think you had some mango high noons that were actually pretty tasty, but the rest of it tasted like
What are the high noons? That's
like that
That's-
one
it's
time
like
I
it's a
pissed in
seltzer.
my own
It's
mouth after
vodka
getting really drunk
seltzer.
on tequila.
So it's an actual. It's not like a malt liquor like the Trulies and White Claws and shit like that. This is
Okay.
like actual vodka. So it's like, it's not as like super carbonated. The flavor's a little better because it's not like a malted liquor or whatever.
okay.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know.
So bad.
I don't know.
They're just fucking expensive, which is
Which just makes no sense. It's like buying a Ford.
They're expensive because usually when they're sold, it's
Basic
a guy
ass
buying
white
them for
bitches.
his girlfriend or wife.
And he's like, I'm buying this. It doesn't matter what the price is.
Right. I'm getting some tonight.
Yep.
yeah. I like them. They're lighter than beers, dude. Coors give me instant fucking heartburn. I'll have one Coors and I'm like, oh, there it
You
is.
shouldn't drink
Throw a
Coors
leg up.
anymore.
I can-
Throw a leg up here. Let's take a look at your pants, and I bet you I could tell you why.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's the vagina that you have.
Yeah,
inside
inside
you.
your pants.
What do you mean? They're there. I just got to pull them out.
I have zippers that
labias?
go to nowhere, and
The labias?
Coors Light gives me heartburn.
Useless zippers on my pants tells me that.
They cover the labias, flabias, and the flip flap.
Yeah.
Well, in Cali though,
That's the
see,
one.
that
for my
was the
tip to come
style.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Those are fucking $1,000 jeans, man. With holes already in them. We'll wear them for you now so you don't have to.
So you're a stouts guy. You already kind of stated that.
Yeah.
I prefer stouts, but I
If,
like
if you could have
IPA.
one beer, the rest, like, it would be a stout of some
It would
sort.
be a Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. That's what I would
Alright.
drink
That's
for the
specific as hell.
dude. That shit,
They're really good.
That was
that
more
is
specific
good
than I was
stuff,
even
man.
asking for, but there we are.
dude. That's
Alright.
probably
Yeah,
like
no.
the best beer I've ever had. And they have them on tap at Hoppy Pig, man.
They're
It's
really good.
it's barrel aged stout. It looks like motor oil, man. It's like some of them are 12 to 15%.
Hoppy
You would just
Pig.
drink those all day.
I would if I could.
No, you couldn't though, because by noon you'd be.
Oh, I'd be sloppy. Dude. Sloppy.
Like,
Drink them at night.
I love those, but it's got to be occasional because that's like the flavor of
Occasion
that.
for me would be at
it's
night.
like overwhelming. So like,
Well, then what is
eat
your thing?
anything or have anything else?
This thing's high noon.
High noon cannot be his thing.
I kind of feel like.
See,
me?
stouts are a winter beer.
If I had
though.
to have like
Cold.
one drink ever, like if somebody was like, you can only have one
You're
type
locked
of,
in.
a roofie.
be like, give me Wild Turkey 101. That'd be my go-to
Just
whiskey.
get it done, or you actually enjoy it.
No, I would be like, just sip on that.
That's
Be
what I'm
fine. If that was the only thing to drink,
Yeah.
that'd probably be either that or like Caval. I really like Caval. It's just expensive.
What
well,
is
yeah, then
Caval?
fuck it. Caval then I guess would probably be the preferred, but then
What is Caval like? What type of?
I really like their Caval 9 grain. Their Caval,
No, I mean, is it a
it's a brand.
whiskey or a?
yeah, whiskey brand.
Okay.
Their bourbon's really good. Got a little bit of like smoky flavor in there, and like
Mm.
that I could just and sip on with some little bit of water and just be like, yep, okay.
I like Glenlivet, man. Some
Yeah, it's not
Glenlivet,
bad.
some
That would have to be like my single one.
Scotch. The Scotch of Glenlivet, I like that. Yeah, single Scotch. It's pretty good stuff. Woodford Reserve's good too, man.
Yeah, very good.
And then there's another one, Lock and Key or whatever.
I haven't
You
tried
don't get
that
to talk about whiskeys. You pick beer. Shut up.
Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace is pretty good too, man.
Yeah, no, whiskey's good. Like whiskey, bourbon, scotch, all of it. It's all good. There's not a one like I'll sit there and buy a fucking
But what's-
$14
well,
bottle
What's
of
the
Evan
one
Williams.
drink you
Yeah.
would if they cut all others out and said you had
Yeah,
to
you're
pick
locked
one?
in.
Yeah.
I just had to pick.
Roofies.
Otherwise, they
so that everyone
they- each time you
Oh,
have
not
a
her
different
drink.
drink.
Okay,
they-
not the
they
little
circumcise
girl's
you,
drink,
yeah.
what Dale would drink.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I don't know, man, because I just like all the bourbons and whiskeys and stuff. I guess I would
The
have to
whiskey.
go with if I just had to pick like off the top of my head, I'd go with like some Bullet like 9-year. Like that stuff's really good. The 9-year bourbon.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Theirs
I
is
could just
pretty
drink that forever and ever, you know. So that's tasty. If I had to pick one beer or whiskey, like definitely whiskey.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
My jam.
Yeah, and tequila and vodka and
Yeah, because I'd say
rum
if somebody was like,
and-
if they were like, you can only have one group of drinks, yeah, I'd be like,
oh, dude, now my favorite drink of all time.
whiskeys probably.
So I used to get these mudslide shots, and so everybody knows what a mudslide is, right? The big foo-foo drink with the
I
chocolate
saw that
in it
video,
and
two
all that
girls,
shit.
Okay.
But I used to have
That's
I
a
used to have my
mudslide.
bartender, who's a friend of mine. You actually know her, and so she used to hook me up with $3 mudslide shots, and it was a shot of chocolate liqueur, it was a shot of Absolute, and a shot of was it rum or something else. So it was just 3 shots, but the chocolate actually broke it up, and I would just shoot those 3 shots at a time. It's like $3 a piece, and I just drank those nonstop. They were actually really freaking good.
And then people in the bar were like, well, they start taking bets if Dale's getting arrested tonight.
Right.
Are the police going to show up because of Dale? Like, who's in? Because they don't always, but it's a good chance they could. You could win big.
Like fucking Talladega
what's-
Nights out. You guys
Yeah.
want to go get kicked out in Applebee's?
You know what's crazy is I've never been there when the cops showed up ever in my life.
More of a
So,
fleer, huh?
just
All
gone.
right.
Oh, see where this is going. Time to leave.
You gotta go.
Like a lowercase t for hey, time to leave.
yeah.
You know. TTL, baby.
I got you.
All right.
So yeah, no, I
It's
just
like
got
Chief
the hell out.
Quimby, man. He's like Chief Quimby. Disappears.
No, I'm pretty simple, man. The Coors Light. I would just stick with that.
Yeah.
I don't like anything that
Yeah,
gets the
I-
job done too quickly, but I want something that can get the job done in the time manner that I want to get it done.
So what
in.
is the job you're looking to have done? Forget
well, the
about
buzz or
forget about
whatever.
your life, the rest of your responsibilities.
That's why I don't.
What is?
That's why I don't drink liquor. Is because I prefer not to forget about my life in the next half hour.
Mm.
All
No.
right, so you're gay. Got it.
Correct.
He's
Most
wearing,
people
he's wearing boots.
Try to forget about their life.
See,
Brad.
I
That's
can't be
the
gay with these
goal.
boots on.
If they were like,
He's
if
wearing
that was
boots.
going to be the thing, I'd probably have to go with like a Stella or something along those lines that's just a little better.
Look,
than
Zipper
a
Pants, you
Coors.
alre't picked. You can't re-pick.
No, he's
Right, this
repicking.
isn't about
He's
that.
from Cali. He
No,
can
I'm
choose
just saying,
who
like,
he wants.
if there was like
Saturday night.
like
He's
I
essentially a
get going
politician.
with like a light beer. I just would pick a better one than a Coors.
Well,
Yeah.
Is that better one?
Because he's a simple
better one than a
kind
Coors
of
is
man.
every beer except for Coors. Like, that's not
Well,
Coors Banquet is
look,
better
bro.
than Coors Light.
well, when you guys are all like, I don't know if my beer is cold or not, and I'm sitting there sipping on my ice cold Coors Light.
The
'Cause the mountains
radioactive
are
can.
blue.
He's like,
Oh, this thing's warm. I didn't know. I know. My cans aren't.
if I need
blue.
my beer cold, I'll just have you hold it. 'Cause your
While he's
frigid ass
dying.
heart will cool that shit down.
while he's
True.
dying from drinking a radioactive can from a radioactive
And it'll
cancer.
actually cool
This is
quicker
a
because
fucking-
they'll just
Yeah, it's the
fry
radioactive
it in the
can
water
that's
will-
killing
I mean,
me.
I would be offended if like I'm too dumb to not know how cold a beer is because it has to tell me it's blue.
Yeah, but if it's
Come
sitting
on,
right
bro.
here
Without-
and you were right there and you couldn't reach it, how do you know it's cold?
It's like I don't want that.
So let's
the
say
mountains aren't lit up.
Maybe- let's say we
maybe
put-
it's in the fridge, but you don't know it's cold, so you grab a warm sixer thinking it's the cold one, and you just do because it was in the fridge. And then at least when you go to your Coors, you're
So-
like, I know that's cold. Oh, that's not cold.
So I have a
If he-
scenario. Hold on.
There you go. Bam.
I have a scenario.
Now you
So
get home
you
and
put
you're like,
you put
"Shit."
your beer in the fridge.
Uh-huh.
I put my Coors Light in the fridge.
Right.
We're not allowed to touch it.
Yeah.
How do we know when they're cold enough to drink?
Well-
when the Coors Light mountains turn blue.
What I do
Then you know that yours is. So now you're just using my Coors Light can
Is a thermometer.
No.
Oh
as
my!
a thermometer for your beer.
That's why I
Coors
always
Light.
keep one.
There you
This
go.
is
Coors-
what-
I just have one single.
See,
Coors.
if I was
I
Coors
take
Light,
it in and out.
I would take I would make Blue Mountain koozies, and so any beer can have Blue Mountains to tell you when it's cold.
See, that's pretty smart.
That's $1 million
What I,
idea.
what I
don't
would
get me started on
do,
koozies. Go ahead.
what I would do is walk
That
downstairs
word
in
is
my
the gayest
bar
word
and get a
in the
glass
English dictionary.
and
outside
pour
of
an
gay.
ice cold beer out of my tap
Outside
in
of
my
drunk.
bar in my basement
Oh,
that
we're
I
not-
know is cold
We're not
because
talking about.
I see it set to 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which brings me to my next point. You're talking about your kegerator.
That's true.
On your kegerator, is there a digital readout for temperature, or do you have to just guess?
No, I have to set it.
There's
I
a
also
m-
have a digital readout
there's
for
a
the temperature of
mountain-
my beer.
It causes radioactive
It's Blue
cancer.
Mountains.
There's a
Your
mountain on the
bladder's gonna
side of his
explode,
kegerator
okay?
that turns
Turns
blue.
Okay?
It only causes cancer if you eat it. Prop 65.
Well, the temperature display is blue.
Brad does eat his cans.
So there are
Yeah.
some similarities
Like a
between the
goat.
Coors can
That's
and
why
my
Aiden's
kegerator
here.
See?
that has blue mountains.
See, now we're getting somewhere.
My temperature display has blue letters.
And that brings me to my next point. The Radium Girls.
What about them?
They're the ones that probably painted all your cans. There's women dying
Yeah, that's
from
true.
painting
man.
radioactive material.
Slowly,
onto
he's
your
getting
cans.
cancer
Yeah,
from
but
drinking
it's all,
radioactive
like,
cans.
Children
Again, yes,
in
it's
Asia,
the
so
radioactive
it's-
cans
It
giving me
is.
the cancer.
How else would they light up, dude? They get cold enough. There's some sort of nefarious things going on with those Coors
Well, there is with
cans.
aluminum anyway. Everything has a radioactive
Hey,
property.
Gus,
to
look it up. How do
This one's just a
Coors
bit
Light
higher.
cans work?
How what works?
How it's made. Go to find the episode of how it's made of
So
Coors
here's the
Light.
thing.
How do
So-
the Blue Mountains work?
So here's the
today
reason
on
why
how it's made.
Coors Light is the best beer.
I'll
So
say it
they
is the
have
best
you-
of that. It is the best of that version of like the Bud Lights,
Yeah, of the
Miller
cat
Lights,
piss
and stuff.
beers.
So
Coors
they
Light
have-
is definitely the best, dude.
They have
Of the cat piss.
they have made their product so well that rather than concentrate on some fancy can or some stupid name,
Uh-huh.
they were able to devote that
I understand
R&D
about
technology
stupid name.
towards getting a can that
Right.
actually provides
Did
the temperature
you know?
of the
Well, I
beer
can't get
that's
behind
held
Coors.
within it.
I can't get behind Coors because it was the founder's
Yeah,
name
someone
was
against the Rocky
Adolf.
Mountains.
His name was Adolf. So
There's a lot of people with that name.
It's got nothing to do with anything.
I don't know.
That's actually just a popular name. I was thinking about naming my
It is
kid
now.
Adolf.
It is now. Everyone's gonna name their kid Adolf.
I just
Just-
named my kid Hitler.
Obviously, everyone hates
I'm-
Jews.
Just
so.
go straight to just
just
quit beating
Hitler.
around the bush here.
This is
and
what we're
just-
talking
yeah.
about.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been training him to hate
What
the
was
Jews.
what was
It's my
Hitler's
son Adolf. He hates Jews just like everybody else.
I don't think we can say that.
No, probably not. You better bleep.
You know, You know, I bet if
one
weed
hates the Jews.
was legalized
That's
over
Except for
there,
Hamas and basically
Yeah.
the
Hitler's
entirety
probably
of
been a
the
cooler dude.
leftist
Yeah.
Democrats.
Although, wasn't he in charge of what was illegal and not illegal? So,
You know, that's what they need to do. Is the U.S. needs to stop with all this bombing shit and like bomb.
Who are they
the
bombing?
use
Who we
yeah,
different-
who are
bombing?
they
We
bombing?
ain't bombing nobody.
We just need to go
We
over
sell the bombs.
and like
We sell bombs.
We just make
we
like
don't bomb.
giant
Yeah.
giant vape dab bombs. So when it hits the ground, it just explodes and puts clouds of fucking
'cause everybody's
weed, vape
stoned?
smoke. Yeah, just everybody high as shit over there in Hamas and Palestine. Everybody's just like, the fuck, man.
Instead of that, I would rather just use
What
like
happened?
a
Everybody's
like a nerve
high.
gas.
Nobody
to
gives a
just
shit. And they
kill
forget
'em
why
all
they're
then.
there.
I would just
Just
say if you're gonna
gas
do that,
them, dude.
fine, but like a little hint of bacon in it.
well, I think that's great because I saw the worst short I've ever seen the other day, and it was all about how like high guys don't get into fights and stuff like
No,
that.
it's
So I think-
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That
you guys
was
see
the-
that short?
It was
No,
groundbreaking.
Garbage.
It's terrible.
The editing, you know, we
The editing.
we got to discuss
Yeah.
this.
I was
guys.
surprised everything was spelled correctly, to be honest.
Oh,
Was it
crap.
this
Was
time?
it really?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
How would I know?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
good
wouldn't
point.
know.
Don't you spell check Gus's work?
Oh,
Well, that's why Gus is failing in school.
Yes. Needs to
That's
make
not
more.
why.
Dad,
sense.
can you check this?
He did spell English with an R, so
That's
I'm not
right.
sure what.
English. I speak English. No,
You're failing in a lot
Kabamufil.
of things. Maybe not school.
Maybe not school. So, so I think we
Yeah, like that
accurately-
wardrobe you got on.
I think I'm gonna finish
Coming
your
from
sentence.
Cali boy.
We accurately took this podcast to the nuclear level a while ago.
Oh yeah, I think 4 minutes.
30
in.
minutes of talking about nothing was great.
That's
dude.
right.
That's a true podcast, I must say.
All right. Nothing. I
It's a true
think we
podcast.
figured out some things. Like
Yeah.
you guys know what to buy me for Christmas,
Right.
and that's whiskey, scotch, or bourbon.
Okay.
Like I think Brad gets Coors. Like this is how we're. I thought that's what we were doing. We're not doing Christmas present podcast. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
you're not supposed to
Yeah.
tell
Oh,
about
shit.
Secret Santa.
Uh,
Oh shit.
Secret Santa, there's four.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not too secret.
Don't tell him I bought him whiskey.
The present with the dick on it was from Justin. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows, which is strange because there's also a dick in it.
Well, yeah, it's dick down whiskey. Have you guys never had that? Like,
No,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you got to drink the worm.
I bet you do.
That sounds
we'll leave that to you, bud.
very
I mean, we
homoerotic.
don't get
Just a
like
worm and whiskey. I would not drink that whiskey. That's,
it's
I'm
dude. It's
confused.
okay. It's transgender baby cock, so it's fine.
Okay. Yep. This is exactly what happens when that clock hits 32.
Yeah.
So
I want to finish with some
Yeah, yeah.
parting words first. First, I want to
farting words.
I got a quote from a famous person that will go down in history as one of the smartest people, is Homer Simpson, is that alcohol is the cause and solution to all of life's problems. And secondly, I want to tell anyone that's made it this far along in this episode, I'm impressed. I personally apologize for boring you for 32 minutes.
I mean,
I was personally entertained.
That was pretty good.
Well, I'll just leave the hate in the comments.
Yeah. Or your favorite drink for that matter. And we'll see you guys on 32.
My dang old truck, my dang old pickup truck, and my dog. Who hit my wife?